All right, folks, here it is Thursday. I've been telling you about a storm that the Storm Team 10 has been tracking here over the past few days. I'm going to get into this here in just a moment, but first, a bit of a review about what's going on now. It's 19 degrees. The temperature has held up today. We've got a cold front that's going to move through tonight, and that's going to drop the temperature into the single digits. We'll continue to have a clear sky, and it's not going to be all that windy tonight, but it's going to be cold, down to about 4 degrees for the overnight low. We have a north-northwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Paris has 9, Robinson 8, and Vincennes has a 10-mile-per-hour breeze. So that puts the wind chill factor at 8 in Paris, 9 in Terre Haute, 16 in Robinson, and Rockville 7 and Vincennes 16. Make no mistake, even though it doesn't look bad outside, you step outside and you're outside for any length of time, you really notice that it still is much colder than would be average for this time of year. So let's take a look at the clouds and the radar. And again, we don't have any big weather system coming up anytime, at least in the immediate future for us, unless you look here at the far left-hand side of your screen and you start to see some clouds coming in. These clouds will continue to make their way closer to our region, and as they do, bring with them I think a fair chance of snow as we get into tomorrow night. Here's a look at the Storm Team 10 Futurecast. Here's tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Meteorologist Lindsay Monroe will talk about a beginning of the day tomorrow that will be clear and we'll have some sunshine. But as the day goes on, here's noon. Joseph Dames will probably be talking about a partly cloudy sky. And by the time I roll in here tomorrow afternoon, we'll have a mostly cloudy sky, if not completely cloudy. And then tomorrow night, take a look at what happens. See how this snow comes in here? This is by midnight tomorrow night. Light snow spreading across the News 10 viewing area. And that lasts through here 6 o'clock Saturday morning. It lasts through at least the first part of the day on Saturday. This is not a big snowfall event. I think out of this from tomorrow evening, from tomorrow night, probably around sunset or so, maybe slightly before, from about that time till about the middle part of the morning on Saturday, we might get an inch or so out of that. And so that's not a big problem. It's going to make for some slippery driving, but that's not a big problem. But then we get into Saturday night and then into Sunday, and then that's when things get interesting, and this is what I think is going to happen. Here's the snowfall potential Saturday through Sunday, Saturday night through Sunday. I'm going to go with 6 to 8 inches of snow, all snow farther to the north from around Highway 36 farther to the north, up around Paris, Rockville, up in through here, 6 to 8 inches of snow along the I-70 corridor, 4 to 6 inches of snow. But the problem is we're going to have ice or sleet along with that, so that could alter the snowfall amounts here. Same thing farther to the south, 2 to 4 inches of snow with ice and sleet along with that, and that could alter the snowfall amounts with that. At any rate, I think from I-70 farther to the south, we have a fair chance to get some freezing rain or sleet along with snow. We'll continue to track that for you. There's no way around it. But if you want to travel on Sunday, it's going to be a problem. So clear and very cold tonight, a north breeze, an overnight low of 4. And then for tomorrow, clouds moving in, breezy and warmer, a high of 33. Snow developing tomorrow night, an inch or so, not a big deal. And then we get into the weekend. So Saturday, the snow tapers off, and you're not in the clear yet, although it may seem like things have cooled off and things are just fine. Saturday, we'll look for a high of 37 degrees. That's dangerously warm because then it starts to snow again, and that's when you could get some sleet or freezing rain, and that lasts throughout the course of most of the day on Sunday and into the first part of the day on Monday. And before it's all finished, I think Patsy will have several inches of snow on the ground and maybe some ice as well, and then it gets colder after that.